Hello, everybody, and we are back. David Jackmano, Kevin Walsh here, and we're going to talk some football now. There's a couple of big games coming up. You know, this is a big week in the NFL. Kev, what you want to see here?
Well, you know what? Yeah, there's a lot of good storylines coming into coming into week 7 of the NFL. And of course that's due to how some things shaped out from week 6. The Eagles beat the Giants on Monday Night Football. That got them to 3-3, tied with the Giants, and the Eagles now are in first place due to tiebreakers and things like that.
Yeah, and you think they're all of a sudden the best team on the planet again?
I'm not saying that, but I mean, you do have to give them credit. You do have to give them credit. They've looked good for back-to-back weeks. DeMarco Murray has looked good back-to-back weeks. I mean, they got a huge win. They got a huge win right there. If the Giants won that game, that'd make them 4-2. It'd make the Eagles 2-4. It would make the Eagles 0-3 in the division. I mean, the Eagles season, in 6 weeks would really feel over. It would feel over. But instead, they get this win, and they're now in first place. So, I mean, that's huge. It was an absolutely huge victory for them, and it puts the Giants in a real big spot up against the Cowboys. So that's one of the games I want to talk about. Another huge game, the Panthers and Cam Newton. Cam Newton is not yet, because the highest praise as a quarterback in the NFL you can get is being called elite. Okay, it's the tag worn by Tom Brady, and even though he's been horrible this year, Peyton Manning and Aaron Rodgers and all those guys, and even some people say you're calling Andrew Luck elite too early. You're calling Andrew Luck elite too early, and this year those people do look correct. I think Cam Newton is going to make a case to become known as an elite quarterback. That win against Seattle on the road was huge.
I will say this, even with him playing this well, can you name his top 2 receivers? Because I can't.
I mean, no. It's him and Greg Olsen.
That's huge.
He has been amazing. I mean, seriously, MVP voting right now between him, Brady, and Dalton. I mean, you realistically can give it to any one of those 3, and I think it all makes sense because, right now the Patriots look like the best team. Brady's absolutely slinging, but you could say, well, you know what? Brady does have some good guys. I mean, he's got the best tight end in the league. Gronk might retire as the best tight end of all time. He really might, So he has some weapons. Andy Dalton he has a pretty good defense behind him too. But he's got AJ Green, Tyler Eifert has looked real good, and things like that. As far as and he has a real good running game too between Giovanni Bernard and Jeremy Hill.
Oh, absolutely.
But as far as the weapons surrounding Cam Newton, I can't name. I mean, Jonathan Stewart finally had a good game. Finally, that's the running back. Ted Ginn Jr. is. I'm just saying. I'm saying for people who don't know that. That's the running back. Jonathan Stewart finally had a good game. Ted Ginn Jr. One of their receivers, he's been nothing. Devin Funchess, the rookie's been horrible. I think they have Jericho Cotchery. What? I mean, come on. What? It's been Cam. He's found Greg Olsen, and Greg Olsen's been great in stepping up. But Cam Newton, he also punched in a rushing touchdown. He is doing everything for that team right now, because guess what? Luke Kuechly's been hurt.
He needs to do everything for that team,
and he's been doing that.
It's huge.
And he's got a big game coming up to continue being unbeaten. He's home against the Eagles. The Eagles have been rolling, and the one thing is the Eagles' defense has looked very, very, very good.
Yeah, and they look sharp against the Giants. Giants just did everything in their power to lose that game.
I mean, even the Eagles did though. Sam Bradford was throwing picks left and right.
And that's what I was texting you that. I was like, wait, does any team want to win this game? Because they're just giving the ball back and forth to each other. It was unreal.
And then the other real standout game, Pats Jets.
Oh, huge.
Patriots come out. Colts were beating them in that first half. Colts look good. I think the Colts are actually now about to start winning games like the way they were supposed to. I think they're going to be better. Andrew Luck looked better.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I mean, they run the worst play in the history of the NFL, as it's being called. I still will never understand how that guy decided it was time to snap the ball. And the Patriots just took over. They did. I mean, it was a real close game. I think it was a 6-point game. It was 27-21. And they did that, and then the game was kind of over from right there.
I was looking at it like, what is going on? I couldn't.
So the Patriots got that win, and the Jets right now. Here's the interesting thing about the Jets. I right now,
best defensive football going against the best offensive football.
They're not the best defense in football.
That ranked was.
Broncos though are clearly the best defense in football.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the crazy thing about the Jets. this year, Jets. How are they supposed to win games? 13-10, 9-6, all defense. All defense. Their offense is winning games. Game-to-game basis, Chris Ivory.
Chris Ivory's huge.
Most yards per game. Between him and Devonta Freeman, best running backs in football right now. Okay? Brandon Marshall, 4 straight 100-plus receiving yard games. Been amazing. Eric Decker, been real good. Fitzpatrick, getting the job done. I think they should hand the check over to the kid that punched Gino in the face.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Gino would have been good, but you don't have to worry about that right now.
Oh, he's been Fitzpatrick has been everything you could ask for him, like, wow.
And that's why that game is going to be so big, because it's not, can they stop Brady? The Patriots defense is not good. It's not good.
No, not at all. We've seen that.
Can they stop the Jets? I don't know.
Who are their corners going to guard Marshall and Decker? They've been a good combo.
No, but this is the thing here, and this is why beginning of the season I said the Jets are a good, not an elite, they are a good quarterback away from being my Super Bowl favorites. That's how complete that team is in regards to weapons and defense. You put the two teams on the field. Obviously, the Patriots have the better offense due to the fact that they have Thomas Brady, okay? But the Jets' offense has been real good. And the Jets, they can score with them. But as far as comparing the two defenses, it's not close.
No, absolutely not. The Jets' defense has been really good, and they've been forcing turnovers, and that's what you need to win games. And these big games, you need to force turnovers. And, who knows? They're going to maybe blitz Brady here, force him into things he doesn't want to do, and they can throw a couple of picks.
But that is why I truly believe that if the Jets do keep this close, because I think it's real hard to win in Foxborough. Foxborough and Lambeau.
Yeah, they've done it before, though. Obviously, different teams, different coaches, they've done it.
The Jets are a dangerous team. The Jets, in my opinion, will definitely be in the playoffs. And I think the Jets can beat the Patriots. I think the Jets actually could win the division. I'm being honest.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the 3 big games, and we're kind of already starting with the Jets and the Patriots. So for me, what I think, the key for the Jets is going to be is just for the Jets offense to not turn it over. They can't give Brady easy chances in a short field.
Yeah.
Chris Ivory has to just play well. Brandon Marshall has to continue to eat up defense. He's gonna have Malcolm Butler on him. Maybe the player I hate the most in the NFL, because I hate that everyone thinks he's so good. He's okay, but he's not that good. I'm serious. But and if Brandon Marshall isn't getting it going, it doesn't matter, because Eric Decker is really, really good.
Oh, yeah. And he's not as number 2. He's a great number 2 option.
He's better than a lot of teams' ones.
I will say this. The Jets need to stop fumbling the ball. They've been fumbling a little too much.
That's what I'm saying. They really cannot. They can't. They punted away ball on their own 20 after a touchback. They can't fumble that. They can't, give Brady that type of short field.
No, and I don't think they will, because, they have to be smart. Fitzpatrick has been, he has made good decisions, and I think they'll protect the ball, and they need to if they want any chance of winning the game.
Yeah, and I think for the Patriots, I mean, realistically, it's just they're what you need for the Patriots to win the game, for their big point of emphasis is defense just has to do enough. They have to do enough. If the defense is getting ran over by the Jets offense, it doesn't matter what Brady's doing, because Brady's going to be going up against one of the best defenses. There are going to be times where the Patriots go 3 and out, and if Brady, that's the thing. In all honesty, it doesn't feel like the Patriots have played any of the great teams in the league right now.
No, no, and hence he hasn't gone against a big defense. This is probably the best defense he's going to be going against.
Without a doubt.
All right, since we're talking so much about this game, who'd you pick him for this game?
Well, yeah, that's what I figured we'd do after, and then we'll do the pick'ems for the rest of the week. But emphasize on this game. I'm picking the Patriots because the game is at Foxborough. In all honesty, this game was at MetLife. I really think I would pick the Jets, but it's at Foxborough, and I'm not sure if I can pick the Jets just yet. But I would not be blown away by the Jets. And if the Jets, the Jets don't have to win. The Jets make this a close game. Big statement for the Jets.
You and Freitag agree he's going with the Pats too?
Nah, man.
I'm
Tom Takashishki on the line too.
He's not actually.
All right. Well, I just want to. He hit me up on Facebook comment last night saying he wants his MVP award. I might have to go through a lot of old stuff to find it, but Tom, I still don't think you earned it. I mean, I clearly took that thing from you, my man. I'm messing around. I'm messing around.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Oh yeah, you gotta bring that in.
If I ever could find the thing.
Oh man, that would be something you can bring that.
But what do you think about?
I'm going with the Jets. I think the
It's
defense.
It's not crazy thought.
It's
man.
not. The defense is gonna be too much to handle for Tom, Mr. Perfect. I think this Jets offense will do enough. Ivory has been huge. I picked him in DraftKings, and he stepped up a lot for me. I think the Jets are gonna get it done.
I think that's a solid prediction. This Eagles Panther game. Because I do think that this is it's a big game. It's a chance for the Eagles to make a statement, but it's also a chance for the Panthers to make a real big statement here, and they're home too. I think the key for the Eagles is just going to be their offense. Can their offense get it going?
I don't think their offense played as well as you think they played against the Giants. No, they played better, obviously. They played good, but they were given a lot of extra chances to get the job done.
I'm not saying they played amazing,
Like,
but for what they were doing.
For an example, the Eagles going to punt the ball away, roughing the kicker, giving them the ball right back, first down, and they go score. It's things.
No, I understand that, but you know what they also did? They put some good drives together, and the biggest thing you're seeing from the Eagles right now is that DeMarco Murray is doing really good.
He's playing a lot better.
Had his 100-yard rushing game last year.
That's the key to any offense,
2 nights ago.
Yeah, that's the key to any offense. Running. If you run the ball, you're gonna open up a lot of things, and it's gonna help the team out.
I think I think that's big for him. I think right now that is one of the things that made this Eagles team so dangerous. I think that's why a lot of people felt like the Eagles were going to be a really good team. And I think the key for the Panthers, it's just going to come from Cam. Sometimes Cam does have some bad picks. And I think that's just going to be the key for them. Right now, the Eagles' defense has been amazing. It really has been. You have to give that to them. And if they come out and they're applying all pressure in the world to Cam has to be able to handle it. Not take too many big hits. Stay mobile in the pocket and hit his receivers downfield. Get rid of it when he needs to get rid of it. And I think that is going to be the key for the Panthers. Is just really Cam.
Who's your So you're not going with your Eagles, or are you?
No, I'm going with the Eagles, and it's really because I right now their offense has been good back-to-back games. So for that reasoning and how good the defense has been, that makes me feel like they could they can put together complete performances from both sides of the ball. So for that reason, I do think that the Eagles will take the victory here.
I'm going with the Panthers here. I think the Panthers have been playing phenomenal. Tom and Freitag do agree with me on this one, as they should, because I'm right. I think the Eagles, they played well. They played a nice game, but I think the Panthers are going to be too much. All right, let's go. We'll stay in New York, but the Giant game. Giants Cowboys.
That is such a big game, man. When you think about all the implications that one is going to have.
Matt Castle starting this game.
Not only Matt Castle starting, Christine Michael, Dallas Cowboy, 4th string running back, now looking like he's going to be getting the first team reps.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
That's apparently he's been getting first team reps all week, in practice. So for that reasoning,
you can't pick the Cowboys.
I don't pick the Cowboys, but I also think that the Giants at home, the Giants have there's only been one game the Giants have played where they couldn't have won the game. That was the Eagles game.
Yeah.
They could have been undefeated going into that game. So, I think that's a big game. When you really think about it, man, Cowboys win. The Cowboys would be 3-0 in the division, swept the season series against the Giants. They would be 3-3, and, not too far away from a healthy Dez, because Dez is potentially going to play in this game. Unlikely, but potentially going to play in the game. And you got to be honest, they're going to keep themselves in it. However, Cowboys lose this game. It feels like the Giants maybe then kind of put some more dirt on it.
They did say Dez might suit up for this game.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I think that it's going to be tough. The key for the Giants is just offensive execution. Did you watch the Monday night game?
Yeah.
First drive, Giants, 7 quick points.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, goodness gracious. This is going to be a long game. Not a single point after. Not a single point. Not even a field goal.
That's crazy thought. It was what happened to Eli Manning?
It's offensive execution is going to be the key for that team.
That's been the story of the whole season with them. Offensive execution.
And the key for the Cowboys is just going to be kind of running back step up. I'm sold. That offensive line is the best line. Okay, I think it's ridiculous that Joseph Randle's not the starting running back, because outside of a 360 spin fumble, that actually was a touchdown. So the fumble that never was is what's cost him his job apparently. Joseph Randle should be the lead back. He's been fine.
Yeah.
They're now going to their fourth string.
Okay? I don't see why they're doing that.
I don't like the move. But they're giving him a chance. Not the game to be giving the kid a chance.
No.
Not the game to be giving the kid a chance. But it does make you wonder, maybe he's been showing it in practice? And is that more of a comment on Randall and McFadden, or is that a comment on him? But that's the thing. Is it a comment on McFadden and Randall, or is it a comment on the kid Michael? You're going to have to see.
Yeah.
I got the Giants, though.
Yeah, me too. I'm going with the Giants. This is pretty much an easy pick. I don't expect much from the boys, even with Castle starting. I think that's just a disaster waiting to happen.
Absolutely.
And Freitag does agree with us, and Tom, I don't know why, but he picked the boys. I don't. That's just. I'm not even gonna. That's just.
You know what? Maybe he's a big Matt Castle guy. You never know. Maybe he's a big Matt Castle guy.
Right. He's a big Matt.
We got a little bit of time left, so let's just go through the rest of these games. There's a game going on tomorrow. It's a good Thursday night game.
Yeah. Seahawks, 49ers. And who would have thought these two teams would be 2-4 at the start of the season?
I was saying that the other day. 2 years ago, this is one of the most anticipated games between the two. So they were the two best teams in the NFC at one point.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
And
now they're both 2-4.
Yikes. Both of these teams have just been crazy. Stuff's been going on. I'm going with the Seahawks just because I don't have any faith in the 49ers.
I don't think the 49ers are good. I think Seattle wins by a good margin. I think Russell Wilson dominates with his legs.
Yeah.
Big rushing game. That's what I'm expecting from Russell Wilson.
That would not surprise me at all, and I just don't. I think the 49ers are really bad. So
I agree completely.
Bills Jaguars 9:30 a.m. game.
This is a tough one to call. Blake Bortles. Last 3 games, 3 games ago, threw for 298 yards, and then the next games, 300-plus yards, 4-touchdown game, and then a 3-touchdown game. The big problem, though, against the Texans, and the reason they lost, outside of DeAndre Hopkins tearing them apart, was he had 3 picks, which is tough. And I think Rex Ryan, with his team, they're kind of struggling right now, but I think that they're going to apply the pressure, and Bortles will likely be, turning it over some. And also with, the Bills, LaShawn McCoy came back and looked amazing. 90 yards rushing and a touchdown. Well. That's big.
They do have some question marks about Tyrod Taylor, that if he's going to suit up because he's been injured, but I think the Bills are going to take it. I think, like you said, the Rex Ryan defense is going to give Bortles a whole bunch of problems, and I think he'll throw a couple of picks.
Yeah, I just think he's going to throw a bunch. He's been throwing like 50, 40 times every single time out. He's going to throw a bunch.
A young kid like that's not going to have success doing that.
He's been successful. It's just he's gonna take some lumps. He's gonna throw some picks, which he's been doing. But Blake Bortles is actually looking like, I'm not gonna say a franchise quarterback. He's looking like he's the quarterback for that Jaguar team. He's looking pretty good.
Yeah, we're running a little short on time here. We'll go for the big games here.
We could just skim through it quick. I mean, there's some games that are really easy to pick.
Yeah.
All right, Falcons are playing the Titans, and Marcus Mariota's not playing. Falcons next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Buccaneers, Redskins.
I got the Redskins. The Bucs are just not good.
I'm sick of Jameis Winston. I've tried to see something good coming from him, but
no, the Bucs. I just don't think they're all that great. And I think Mike Evans, the sophomore slump, is one of the bigger surprises for that team. Dealing with the injuries and stuff.
Yeah,
that's hard.
Colts Saints here. Colts showed some flashes. I think the Colts are going to come out.
I have the Colts winning because I think the Colts are about to be a lot better than what they've been. But you got to give Drew Brees, since he took that 1 week off, has been very good.
Oh, yeah. He's
very good.
He's come out and played very well.
So I think it's going to be actually a good game, but I do have the Colts winning.
Yeah, me too. Vikings-Lions here.
Okay, it depends on how the Lions approach this game. They won their first game last week because they let Matt Stafford sling it all over the field. They always think they're like, oh, you know what, we have a running game. No, you don't. Let it go. Let Stafford throw the ball 50 times. That's the only way you're going to win. If they do, I think they will, and I kind of think that that's what they're going to do since that's what they did and got their first victory. So that is why I have them winning.
The Vikings, they didn't give the ball to AP last week, and
it's not smart.
No, it's not
smart. You should probably give the ball to Adrian
Peterson. I think they're going to see that it was a very dumb decision and just gave him the ball, and I think they're going to win.
Okay.
Steelers, Chiefs. I'm sick of the Chiefs. I'm done with the Chiefs. I'm not picking them anymore. I'm going with the Steelers.
Steelers' third-string quarterback just beat the Cardinals.
Oh, he played well.
Martavis Bryant's played amazing, and Antonio Brown hasn't played very good. Here's the thing, though. The game's at Arrowhead, so here's how I'm viewing it. If that third-string quarterback is starting, Chiefs. I do actually think the Chiefs are going to win. I really do.
I'm not picking the Chiefs anymore.
Big Ben comes back though, it would be the Steelers clearly. But I am actually picking the Chiefs in this game.
All right. Browns Rams.
Okay. Browns have actually, they just took the undefeated Broncos to overtime and they beat the Ravens. Rams always lose games where you feel like they should win. For that reasoning, Browns, and you have to say those Johnny Manziel cries are not as loud as they once were.
Oh, no.
McCown's been good. You gotta give it to him.
Oh, he's been playing very well. He's shut my mouth. That's for sure.
A lot of people, not just yourself, my man. A lot of people.
I'm going with the Browns too. Dolphins, Texans.
Dolphins looked good. Dolphins are still in the playoff hunt. They looked so good against the Titans.
Do you think it's because of the head coach?
They made a change. Lamar Miller had 100 yards rushing. Okay? Lamar Miller, I don't even know if he had 20 yards rushing in the first 4 weeks.
I'm going with the Dolphins as well.
Dolphins, definitely. But here's in all honesty, DeAndre Hopkins, by the time the season is over, will be known as a top 5 receiver, with no two ways about it. And in all honesty, DeAndre Hopkins, I'm being very serious. This is not the hype train. Watch the kid. Look at what he's done. He could be the best receiver in football. He really could be.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
That kid is a stud. And then it's just the Chargers playing the Raiders. San Diego is at home.
Yeah.
So I got the Chargers. Phillip Rivers last week threw 63 times. How crazy is that?
Yeah, me too. I'm agreeing with you there. Ravens, Cardinals.
Ravens are horrible. So the Cardinals win. The Ravens are absolutely terrible.
Ravens are terrible.
It's real sad.
Terrible.
They're so bad.
All right, that's all for football today. Any final thoughts? I have.
There's some huge games this week, and I think baseball, football, but the football games this week are amazing. My final thought is, I'm gonna say honestly, congratulations to the Mets for what they've been doing.
Absolutely, and
It's much deserved.
I will say, me and Freitag beat Tom in 3-bar yesterday and playing hockey. That's what I have to say about that. We crushed it.
Not bad.
All right, that's all the time we have today for final. What's up, David Giacomino, Kevin Walsh?
Peace.
Have a good one, folks.